Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt, and this is the Matt and Dave Show.
Matt and Dave Show.
I actually can hear the song today.
Yeah,
That's great.
I know. Yeah.
I think we should rename the show for today. Two bearded dudes and a dog.
Aww.
For our very special guest that I have sitting in my lap.
Yeah.
Who just won't leave.
She doesn't. She's not going to leave.
This is Estelle.
Hi, Estelle.
Oh, I'm introducing her just because she's in my
Hi,
lap.
Estelle.
It's your dog.
I know, but still I like to say hi.
Yeah.
She's very sweet, and
She is.
She doesn't care.
She just doesn't give two shits. That's why she's still in my lap.
Yeah,
So
she really.
if you're watching this on the video feed, you might see a little black bump in the bottom. That's this dog.
That's just the dog.
Which is it's hidden because I'm wearing a black shirt. But
Yeah. Well, we're both wearing black because it's slimming.
But she's like, if we change the name to Two Bearded Dudes and a Dog, listenership would skyrocket.
It's true. People love dogs.
Hopefully they don't tune into the video feed to see that it's two middle-aged balding bearded dudes.
Yeah, that's true.
And your dog who just laid down on my hand.
She doesn't care. I'm
so
telling you.
she gives no.
She does not care. She
gives
doesn't care
no fucks.
about. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about what you want. She likes being cuddled.
Yep.
And if you don't want to do that, well, that's not your.
That's not her problem.
That's not her problem.
That's a YP, not an MP.
Yeah, yes.
It's your problem.
If it snuggles, I cuddles.
Then that's exactly. You know what? I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love her. And now I'm going to steal her from you. 'Cause this is fantastic.
Wow. Well, she's got a kid.
This is great.
Her kid was up for adoption.
No, I'm good. I'll just take this one.
Well, that seems harsh, but okay.
You can take the kid. I'll take this one because this one I know is cool.
Yeah, that one you've done all the hard work. Now she's been trained now, so yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to do don't want to do the work. Just you got to train. She's a lap dog. She's quiet. She's cool.
Yeah.
She has a little tongue. She licks, and that's great.
Yep. Mom.
So
Everything you want.
Everything you want in a dog.
Everything you want in a dog.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
Absolutely quiet too, which I love.
Yeah. You won't even know that she's here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Outside of the fact that we've just dedicated 3 minutes to her.
Yeah. What else are we gonna talk about today?
That's fine. Whatever. I still haven't seen Black Panther.
Oh jeez.
I haven't, man. I've been busy. I traveled for work.
Blah blah blah. Adult excuses.
I have adult excuses, and I'm terrible.
My goodness, give me a break.
I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
Go to the fucking movies.
Okay.
Hey, what have you been doing for the past 2 hours?
Sleeping.
You could have been seeing a movie.
I could have been if I hadn't been day drinking.
That's true too. Well, nobody told you to day drink.
Nobody told me to day drink. It's just a good time.
I just said let's go bowling, and then you said, hey, that's a good excuse to have beers and shots.
I did do two shots.
The shots.
I did. Well, it was the shots and the beers and the shot beers.
That's true.
And then the beers after
the
shots.
shot beers.
I don't know.
How much did you drink today?
I drank a reasonable amount.
How many PBRs did you have?
I probably had about 3 or 4 PBRs.
Holy shit! Dude.
And then I did 2 shots.
You did those 2 shots, and you had 2 beers at the other place.
I did. I had 2 more beers at the other place. So yeah, I mean, I drank.
Wow, yeah, you did. All right, you did some decent day drinking.
I did. I was like, and then I slept. I was like, hey, honey, I love you. I'm just gonna.
That was between the hours of 1 and 6 too. So 5 hours.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. You averaged just a drink under an hour.
Yeah.
Every 50 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a bad job. All right.
Go me.
Yeah, go you.
What a feather in my cap in life.
I honestly have nothing to talk about this week.
Really?
I have nothing to talk
You've
about.
consumed something.
I'm did. Sure. I just can't remember what it is at this point because your dog is licking my hand.
Oh, hey.
No, that's fine.
No, I know.
It's fine. It's a small tongue, so it doesn't bother me. Shut up. Why does it got to go there? Why does it got to go there?
I haven't said anything.
Gosh. You know what? I'm just going to sit here and pet Estelle, and you can lead the show.
I could
what are we
lead
talk
the
about,
show.
Dave?
You know what? Let's look up.
Let's talk about Dave, because I don't want to talk about what's got you all fired up this week. To start.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to start with that.
You don't want to start with that because I got some fucking shit on my mind with that. You're absolutely right. And I don't. And
it's important because
You don't ever have shit on your mind.
I don't.
You
ever
never have feelings about this
I don't
kind
have
of stuff.
opinions about. Well, I mean, I do have.
You have opinions. That's why we do this.
Yeah, but I'm never like that's wrong.
Right.
It's wrong and you're wrong.
You never take a Matt stance on things.
I don't. I rarely take a Matt stance
Right.
because that's it's not mean.
You know what we need to do?
What do we
yes,
need to do?
that right there.
That one?
We need to talk about some DC shit again.
It's such a
and
trope
I'm
for us.
not
but I'm
very-
okay with it.
I know it really is. Between that and not watching Godfather. those are
Not
the
watching
two things.
Godfather and magically somehow pooping on DC, except everything but the animated series and the TV series.
Yeah, no, their animation division is great.
Yep, and their TV. We say this every time. Animation's
Justice
great.
League, all the Batman animated movies, they're
The
fantastic.
fucking Superman series was even good.
Just seriously, just stop making live action movies. Put that money.
That's what I said. I said they should just promote the kids.
Promote the kids.
Take the kids from the TV series.
Yeah.
Bump them up to movie. Just make a movie. You have some backstory.
Yeah, stop.
You have some people that know the characters.
Yep.
Just
Instead
done.
of making a Ben Affleck Batman movie, and I'm on record saying that I like the Batfleck, just make a Batman animated series movies. Just make those.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, Joker, Batman, boom, done. There you go.
Well, I mean, it's not going to do the business though.
Instead of Justice League, the live action Zack Snyder version, just make Justice League Unlimited movies.
JLU.
That's all we need.
Just make JLU movies.
Just make JLU movies. That's all we need.
That's all you need.
Just make the animated movies. That's all you need.
I see.
It's just, I can't figure out why they can. You know what it probably is? It's because DC doesn't give two shits about the animation division. Not like they do with the
don't.
movie division.
They really
That's
don't.
why you get great stories out of the animation side of things.
Nobody pays attention.
Right.
They're like, okay, but the moving is it the drawings that move? Yeah, that's great. Whatever.
Whatever.
Here's $10 million. Make something.
It's going to be on TV, direct-to-video, Netflix, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't care. Just go do what you want.
Just shut up and.
But we
do
have
something.
an opportunity here to make millions and millions and millions, hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. So let's fuck that up.
Yeah.
Well, the latest,
Well, I was actually talking about the TV show
right?
kids. Like, take the kids from like the Flash. Oh God,
Kids, what the fuck are you talking about?
The TV kids, like Grant Gustin and Supergirl. And,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Just bump them up to cinematic.
oh,
Just take the kids and promote them.
I could see that. Although they cast a really shitty Superman on Supergirl,
Well, you can. You can fix some of it.
right?
Like nobody cares. I mean, you've seen him like what, twice?
I don't know. I'm fine with Henry Cavill as Superman. I have no problems with their casting decisions.
Yeah.
It's just the storytelling and the way that they execute.
Yeah, that's true.
They should be executed.
I don't mind their casting decisions at all. You know what? You're absolutely right. There's not one that I would look at and go, ooh.
Yeah, their casting's fine. Yeah. I mean, I would rather see Grant Gustin in the Flash movie, but
That's just because I've spent some time with Grant Gustin.
Right. Now I don't know anything about Ezra Miller's Flash because I haven't seen the movie. I've heard that people liked him,
Yeah, people really enjoy
and
it.
I'm still not going to see the movie until it hits the library.
That's
I'm kind of pissed at PlayStation because they're trying to push that movie on me, and
Oh, are they
I
really?
keep telling my PlayStation, look, man, if you want to pay for it, you give it to me for free, I'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
But I ain't paying for it.
I will watch it.
I ain't paying for it. You have too many of my hard-earned dollars already.
All right. Let's talk about the thing.
So the reason why we started talking about this is there's new news this week. Everybody was super excited when
Very excited.
Very excited.
Very, very
when it was
excited.
announced that Joss Whedon would come on and direct a Batgirl movie. He would
The
write
Joss Whedon
from the Avengers and Buffy
Yeah.
the Vampire
and Dollhouse
and Angel,
and Serenity.
Firefly.
Yes.
Yeah. And
The bastion of strong
writer of Toy Story, the original.
Yes. Just a bastion of the strong female writer.
He specializes in strong female writing, which is why he's on paper perfect for Batgirl.
Yes.
So he came in and did the reshoots for Justice League.
He did.
Did some rewrites for Justice League.
Yeah.
And now, this past week, he has announced that he is stepping down from Batgirl.
Why?
Well, he says because he doesn't have a story and he sucks. He failed.
Wow.
Now, I applaud
Is he just
him.
trying to get ahead of Twitter?
I applaud him. Right, exactly. That's really what it is. I mean,
getting ahead of Twitter.
He's got that fat kid in school syndrome. Like if you call yourself fat before everybody else does, nobody else is going to do it.
Wow.
But I'll tell you right now,
it doesn't work.
That does not work because they still call you fat.
Yeah.
The
fat kid said he was fat.
Hey, the fat kid knows he's fat. All right.
Fatty's funny, huh?
That's exactly what happens. God forbid you have a name that rhymes with fat too.
Dude.
But let's not open that can of worms.
You call yourself Fat Amy? Love that character.
That's great.
I love her.
I wish I could own that like she does. That'd be great.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, so Joss Whedon says, yeah, he sucked. He doesn't have a story to tell. And, kudos to him for not throwing anybody under the bus but himself. However,
it's a good leader.
I refuse to believe it.
Who do you think it is? Jeff Johns. Fuck him. I knew it.
Could be Jeff Johns.
You think? No.
Who is the head of DC
Creative?
Actually, they have reshuffled their executive branch so much.
I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know who's in charge of DC right now. I don't even think DC's in charge of DC. I think Warner Brothers has brought back their movie division.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what's going on. I honestly have no idea what's going on over there. But I do know that they're screwing the pooch with all of these wonderful... Your dog wants to go to you. Sure. Go on. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right. They're screwing the pooch with all these wonderful characters. And now Joss Whedon has stepped down from Batgirl. Now, here's the thing. I'm excited. I was excited at the prospect of a Joss Whedon Batgirl movie because I'm a huge fan of Joss Whedon's writing for women. Obviously everybody knows I'm a huge fan of the Bat Family and Batgirl specifically. Yeah. I thought if anybody could do justice to Batgirl, it's Joss Whedon.
Agreed.
Now that he stepped down, they're looking specifically for female writers and female directors.
Which I think is not a terrible idea.
It's not a terrible idea. I think they're trying to duplicate the success of Wonder Woman, and they think that having a woman writer and a woman director is the way to do it. Now, here's the thing.
I don't think that's a terrible idea.
Here's the terrible part of it. It's not just about having a woman writer and a woman director. It's about having the right woman writer and that's hard to say, right woman director. That's what it's about. And
yes.
It's about staying the fuck out of their way once you give them the job, which I hear is what happened with Wonder Woman.
They just let Patty Jenkins do that.
They just let them do their thing because they didn't really care. They didn't give two shits.
Right.
They're more concerned with the big boys. They're concerned with the Batmans, the Supermans, the Justice Leagues. So when this Wonder Woman
they treated her like the animation division.
Exactly. Yeah. They stayed the fuck out of the way, which is exactly what Disney does to Marvel. To start, they do. If you go back and you listen to anything, and that's why it gets to be so mad when people say Disney-fied, because Disney stays out of Marvel's way. Now, of course, it's Disney's money, it's Disney's property, it's Disney's brand, so they have a stake. They should have some say, and they do.
Okay, so
and they do.
My hesitation was that was the entire reason that Joss was like. Just
no, it had nothing to do with this. It's the dog jumping in my lap.
Yeah, no. I was talking about like Avengers 2 though, but it was more like Marvel.
It was Marvel.
Yes,
it was Marvel getting in the way. It wasn't Disney getting in the way.
No, you're right.
But Disney stays out of Marvel's way.
Yes,
Disney stays out of Kathleen Kennedy's way.
Yes,
with Lucasfilm. They stay out of the way. They let their creative people do their jobs.
Yes, no, that's true.
I'm sure there are some. It's really I can't hold your dog like from underneath because she does her thing. She's got things. She's got things.
She's got nipples, dude.
She's got nipples. And it's
I've
really
got
weird
nipples.
For me.
Could you milk me?
Take a drink.
Take a drink. She has. I told you.
She does.
She's a mom, man. She's got some nips, man.
I know that, dude. I know all dogs have nipples, and we have nipples. It's just weird when I go.
When you go underneath,
and there's like a serious
set of tits.
Exactly. Like I'm not prepared for that right now. We're recording a show. It's a dog. And there's just a whole bunch of things.
It's so much to unpack.
Jeez, it really, really is. But yeah, so they stay out of the way, and that's what DC does. That's what Warner Brothers does not do with DC. They get in the way. They screw it all up.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I'm look. Who's to say what happened with Joss Whedon? Maybe he didn't have a story. Maybe he would have had a story if he hadn't had to come in and clean up Zack Snyder's job.
Yeah,
with
who
Justice
I heard
League.
was just like fired.
Yeah, that's the new rumor coming out too.
Yeah.
Now, here's a little to play onto that with the Joss Whedon stepping aside. There was a tweet that I wish I would have kept it and sent it to you so I'd be able to reference it. But there was, when the news came out and the tweet came out about Joss Whedon stepping aside, Zack Snyder liked it.
Oh, really?
On Twitter. Yeah, he liked the post.
Really?
As did one of the writers or producers of Justice League or something like that. Yeah, they both
Really?
liked the post. They were throwing some serious shade. They were all
yes, salt bay.
yeah, they were being salty. They were being real salty about it. So I think there's more to the story. And then we heard that Zack Snyder might have just been outright fired.
Yeah. And then they were able to couch it in his family's tragic, seriously tragic event.
Yeah.
But he was fired before that, and they were like, "Oh fuck, well, I don't know how to do it." Oh, there it is. Good, that happened. That's why he's gone. Bye.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was on board with that, or something happened there, and
right.
You know, I mean,
it's terrible.
It's a terrible thing.
Like, I can't imagine getting canned from a gig and then having like my boss tell the world, like, once this personal tragedy happened, that's why I got canned.
He came out and said some stuff about it too, about how he needed to step away, and
No, I know.
So
but
I'm
still,
sure that it was a deal, but it's unfortunate that they had to use that tragedy to kind of mask the truth.
No,
you know
I agreed.
what? But it helps him out too. You know, it saves face. But now it's out.
Now it's out.
People are talking about it,
and now you have that,
Right.
Because the internet exists, and
now people are, man, I cannot tell you how many people I've seen online talking about how much they're pissed. They want to see a Zack Snyder version.
I can't
Justice
imagine
League.
that the Zack Snyder cut would be.
No,
good.
I mean, yeah. Did you see all of the news about the black suit Superman stuff?
Oh, that he had a black suit Superman?
Okay, so in the comic book storyline,
Yes.
when he comes back, he's in this black suit.
Right, it was like what he was buried in.
It's basically
basically
the Superman costume. It's all black, no cape, but just all black.
Yeah, it's cool.
And
He's got a beard.
It's pretty much what
And a mullet.
It's pretty much what Zod was wearing in Man of Steel.
Oh yeah.
The first movie that Zack Snyder did,
Yeah.
which except instead of the Zod symbol, it had the Superman.
Yeah.
The
it was like
symbol.
it was like burial clothes.
Right, exactly. So he comes back and he's supposed to have this. Now, there were rumors, one of the cinematographers or art directors or somebody said that we shot scenes of him in the black suit, and people were like doing renderings and fan art of like him with the beard, because he had a beard and long hair.
Yep,
But
he had a mullet.
Or he just had long hair, he had a mullet.
He had a fucking mullet.
I don't remember him having a beard.
He had a
I don't know if he
mullet.
did, but he had
It
a mullet.
was
And
amazing.
so people were doing it, and so there was speculation that they shot the scene. And then like 2 weeks ago,
Right.
it was floating around like, oh, here is the black suit Superman scene, and it was just him on his fucking ship in, or whatever it is, in the Fortress of Solitude now. That's a spaceship or whatever it is. And he goes through and he opens all these suits, and the black suit is in the back.
Oh.
Like, that's it.
No.
That's not him in the black
No.
suit. It's bullshit.
No.
So, I don't know. I don't necessarily need to see a Zack Snyder cut. I don't need to see the original cut. I still don't care.
You're still yeah, I can't imagine like magically a Zack Snyder cut of this movie would make anything better. I just can't imagine.
Now, we should remind people, not that they need reminders because we have said it a million times, neither one of us have actually seen the movie. But we can't imagine it being better with Zack Snyder.
I can't imagine like a purebred, to use a dog analogy, a purebred Zack Snyder's cut's going to make a world of difference in that movie.
not at
Like,
all.
oh my God, you just didn't let him realize his vision. He's been building towards it. No, he's had two
and a half. I mean,
Yeah.
this would have been his third.
Yeah, no.
That was supposed to be, 2 itself.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Negative.
I just think that I think that DC Warner Brothers should stop, and that's it. Just stop.
Just fucking stop.
That's my advice. Just stop what you're doing, and do something else.
I agree.
I don't know what else they
absolutely
could do, to be honest with you.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I really don't know what else they could do. I guess they could do. Well, they got the King Kong and Godzilla movie coming out. Is
Yeah?
that Warner Brothers? I think it's Warner Brothers.
I don't know. It was that? No, Universal had the Monster Universe.
Yeah. And they pooched that.
Yeah, that got nixed.
That's already
super
canned
quick.
after the Tom Cruise Mummy movie.
Oh God, who
Who
thought
Tom Cruise Mummy movie was good? Hey, let's make Mission Impossible the Mummy.
Yeah, no. Well, they had the Dracula one, which looked cool. Like the premise of it, I thought actually looked kind of cool.
What Dracula one?
The Dracula movie, that was supposed to be the launching point of this, and then nobody liked it. It tanked completely, and so they were like, no. It was.
What was the Dracula movie?
Dude, it was. Hold on.
Did you mean Van Helsing?
No.
What Dracula movie?
Hold on. Accessing file.
I'm holding. This makes great podcasting.
Accessing file. Dracula Untold.
Oh, that one?
Yes.
That was supposed to be the monster movie?
Yes, that was supposed to be the initial
Really?
the first one in the MonsterVerse.
Oh, wow.
Was Dracula Untold.
It makes sense. Dracula should be the first one.
Right. It was Luke Evans as Dracula.
It's just they try to put new spins on this stuff. And sometimes you don't need to. Sometimes you just let the character be the character and, don't refresh the story, come up with new visuals, new action sequences, but what works is what works. You don't need to. There's a whole generation of people who've never seen the original Dracula.
Yeah, any of them.
Any of them.
Like there's so many Draculas out there now.
There are kids under the age. I won't even say kids. There are people under the age of 30. Probably a lot of people under the age of 30. Your target demographic for these things,
yes,
who have never seen the Bela Lugosi, Dracula,
the Dracula,
right,
or Nosferatu.
You know what? So just lift it,
yeah,
take it over here, splash some color on it, put a Luke Evans in it,
right,
and call it new.
So you think
none of the 50, 60, 70-year-olds who've actually seen that movie will
yeah, it's old enough. It's old enough.
Just duplicate it.
Right.
Just give us what makes Dracula, and it'll make $100,000 million.
I think there's been enough time where you could because the Bram Stoker Dracula, that tale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's right. I mean, the Gary Oldman one I thought was amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing. But you had a character of that caliber in the part, got even a young Keanu
actor of that caliber.
Yes,
yeah,
or even a character of that caliber.
Sure, okay. I'll let it fly.
Yeah, but even a young Keanu Reeves couldn't fuck that up.
It's true. It's very true.
That movie's still good.
It's very true.
It's vampire sexy where it needs to be without being super gross about it. It's got the Renfield character. Mm-hmm. It holds the fuck up.
Yeah,
it does. Even now, you can watch it. You're like, that's a good fucking vampire story.
It comes down to the fact that the studios have these properties, and all they do is just slap something new on it, give it to a hot actor, a hot director,
like a Luke Evans,
make some big CGI moments, and then boom, there it is. It's a movie. And here's the thing: there are more shitty movies than there are good movies.
Oh God, yes.
And listen, I say this as a champion of movies, as somebody who wants to go to every single movie and love them. Somebody who I watched She's Out of My League. And I have an emotional connection with that movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love that movie. It's awful.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's
that's
awful,
fair.
but
that's
I love that movie.
Fair.
It's fun. The people who are involved obviously are having fun. They care about it. The story's nothing new, but it's fun. It's sweet. It's loving. It makes me feel some stuff. When we won't have to go. This isn't the therapy hour with me.
No,
but
there's still that's the thing. Along with food, along with anything that you consume, there's an emotional connection to it.
You give these movies to people who understand it, who love it, who have that story to tell, and you're going to make gazillions of dollars. Now, sometimes it's going to spark controversy,
sure,
a la Rian Johnson in Last Jedi.
Yes,
but you could tell watching that movie that he was a Star Wars fan. He loved Star Wars.
He loved it.
You may be sitting there right now going, well, but he murdered Star Wars. Well, if he murdered it, it's because he loved it so much. He squeezed it too hard. I'm going to love him and squeeze him and name him George.
The Rian Johnson squeezed Star Wars too hard.
I did.
Oh my God, that is perfect.
I did.
That is perfect.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh.
You're very welcome.
Oh, are we gonna have to take him out and talk about? Tell me about the banthas. Well, you're gonna have an entire farm of them, sport. What else? Well, it's gonna be one of those things where you just did blaster to the back of the head.
Yeah, I really do. I want these studios to just understand. Like, look at what happened with Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's another perfect example. You had all of these people involved who were so passionate about the character and about telling the right story.
Yeah.
And they had told the wrong story and they wanted to make it right.
Yep.
And look at now, it's made $1 gazillion.
Agreed.
Deadpool is the tentpole for the rest of your X franchise now.
Which is hilarious.
Right,
to
exactly.
me.
Like you have Deadpool 2 now. He's going to be in X-Force, and you're greenlighting the X-Force and speeding that along because you can put Deadpool in it,
Yep.
and that will make you hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yep.
But you have to understand when you make this X-Force movie, it's not about Deadpool.
Nope.
It's not about explosions.
Nope.
It's about the team.
Yep.
It's about Cable,
Yeah.
but it's about the team.
Yeah.
You know, get somebody who understands it. Get somebody who
Yep.
loves it. Give somebody who will nurture it, who cares about it.
I'm gonna love it and squeeze it.
And name him George. But look what happened with Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
They were like, listen, we're going to give you a buttload more money to make the sequel. And they said, no, we don't want a buttload more money. We want just the amount of money that we had before. There's no reason to give us more because more money is going to mean more responsibility and more studio control.
Yeah.
And you know what? Just give us what you gave us before.
Yep.
And we'll go out and make you another $1 billion.
Yeah.
And that was smart.
Yeah. No, I
They
agree.
knew what they knew what they needed to make a movie, the story that they wanted to tell, and that's all that they needed. What's the matter?
Nothing. That was me stifling a yawn.
Oh, that's okay. I know I'm boring.
No, it's not that you're boring.
I know you're tired. I'm kidding.
I'm just
I'm usually tired.
I'm alcohol tired.
That's true. Yeah, that's tough.
It's like, hey everybody, Matt Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, reminding you to like, share, and subscribe. But I'm here. What did I miss? I blacked out for a second.
All of this to say is Warner Brothers just needs to stay the fuck out of the way.
Stay out of the way. Absolutely stay out
Stay out of the way.
Just let people do the things that they want. Unless you think it's terrible, then intervene.
But do they have the gauge to tell what's
No, they
terrible
don't.
or not?
They
I don't
don't.
think that they do.
They don't.
You know?
They absolutely don't.
Marvel.
Actually, hold on. So I'm curious. I'm legitimately curious. Like people are saying they want to see the Zack Snyder Justice League. I don't know if that's going to be good or bad, and it's going to be whatever the fuck it is. I'm curious about the Josh Trank Fantastic Four, like the unedited Josh Trank Fantastic Four.
Right.
I would imagine that might be a better movie. Not a good movie, but a better movie. I'm not 100% sure that the Zack Snyder Justice League would be a better movie.
Well, Josh Trank, before he did Fantastic Four, he did Chronicle.
Yeah, which was like a cool
Which was
movie.
a great superhero movie.
Yes.
You know?
A great idea, a
Yep.
new idea, a fun idea.
Now, I'm not sure about his level of fandom when it comes to Fantastic Four.
I'm not sure about anybody's level of fandom when it comes to the fucking Fantastic Four.
There's a lot of people out there.
There are, but I mean,
Not lately, because Marvel has done a great
Yeah.
job of killing that franchise.
yeah.
Although
Yeah.
I did hear the other day that they're coming back.
I would hope so.
Now that Marvel's relaunching again for the 13th time in 2 years.
Yeah, well,
That's Marvel Comics, not Marvel.
Yeah, we can shit on Marvel Comics too. That's
Yeah.
pretty easy to do.
That's the thing. Like, DC Comics, fantastic. DC movies, awful. Marvel Comics, awful. Marvel movies, fantastic.
Well, current Marvel Comics.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I'm not talking about the older stories.
Right, the stories that the movies are based on.
The stories that,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. No, those are fine.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, there's some stuff. Although some of the new Marvel stuff isn't terrible. Okay.
End of the conversation there.
Okay. I'll swallow that.
It's only because you're tired. I know I can get away with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
you win. They're all terrible. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's Dave here with the Matt and Dave Show, reminding you to like, share, and subscribe.
You think that he's acting on a bit, but this is actually what's happening right now.
It's not what's happening.
He has nothing else to say. And
That's not
just
true.
what
That's
he's
not
going
true.
with.
I got some shit to say.
What do you have to say, Dave?
I was excited. I mean, I'm double checking to make sure I was actually excited because I don't often get excited. Because I thought it was bullshit when I first watched it. I thought it was like a commercial for something, a la Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, are you talking about Cobra Kai?
You're goddamn right, I am.
Okay.
That sounds kind of cool. Am I the only one that think that sounds kind of cool?
No, it sounds great.
That's a good bit of nostalgia reworked for me and people like me.
Right.
And it's going to have some new kids in it, and I'm fucking in.
Do you want to tell people what it is for those who don't know?
So for those of you not in the know or who do not follow us on all the social medias, Cobra Kai is the new series on fucking YouTube Red, of all places, with the original characters, William Zabka and... God damn it. Help me.
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio. Thank you. Reprising their roles of you know what? Fuck it. This William Zabka and Ralph Macchio reprising their roles from the original Karate Kid, and they each reopen.
Daniel and Johnny.
No, fuck you. God damn it. Thank you. But they reopen their respective schools. It looks like Johnny reopens Cobra Kai, and then Daniel is forced to open his own school in response. That looks like the premise of it, at least. And it's going to be one of those, like, I guess some reasonable-ish martial arts. But it's a great way to capitalize on, like, nostalgia, like just getting the rights to that, which have long since, I'm sure, languished after the Jaden Smith outing.
Mm-hmm. And then, the popularity of sequel series and things like that now.
Yeah. And I mean, Billy Zabka and Ralph Macchio are not expensive hires.
Dude, but William Zabka, like, I'm sure he's more popular these days after his stint on How I Met Your Mother.
Was he on that?
Oh, yeah, he played himself.
Shut up.
Yeah, and Ralph Macchio came on and played a version. Well, they played versions of themselves.
No way.
Yeah, because Neil Patrick Harris's character believed that Johnny William Zabka was the hero of Karate Kid.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and he has a funny bit. Like he has like a cameo appearance, and then like during the final season, he had like a whole thing. Like he was in the wedding party.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was on a bunch of episodes in the final season. It was fantastic.
God.
He was great. He was fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
just playing like a version of himself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But like
amazing.
a version of himself that gets called out from being Johnny, but like nobody recognizes his poetry. And that's one of the things. Like that's one of the things that Neil Patrick Harris's character or somebody else likes. Like they call him out for his poetry. Like, oh, it's the poet. William Zabka,
William
not
Zabka.
Johnny from Karate Kid.
Oh God! Oh,
It's
that's
hilarious.
amazing.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That actually almost makes me want to watch that show.
I don't know if you'd like that show or not.
I think I would kind of poo-poo that show.
I think it's 50-50 for me. You'd be on the fence. I loved it. I absolutely fantastic. I've watched
I've seen
through
some
4 or 5
episodes.
times.
I saw some episodes on a plane once, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny."
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's your cup of tea. I know that the William Zabka stuff would be, but I don't know. I don't know, dude.
What about that show makes you think I wouldn't like it?
I think that the Marshall and Lily, the Jason
Statham,
no.
Voorhees.
No, don't do that because then I'll.
You're going through all your Jasons.
Yes.
The Allison Hannigan.
Yes, Allison Hannigan and.
Yes, I know who you're talking
dude
about. The guy from the Muppets.
Yes.
Yes.
Why can't I think of his name?
It doesn't matter. Who cares?
It's gonna drive me insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think you'll like their characters very much. Because they're very much in love with each other and codependent and all that stuff.
Okay.
I don't think that you would like it. I don't think you'd find it all very believable. I think that you would hate the fact that I think you would hate the finale, like most people do. I personally love it. I don't know. I don't think that would sit well with you.
All right. I mean, that's fair.
But I would love it if you would take a chance to actually sit down and watch a couple of episodes, give it a shot.
Yeah.
But I would also love it for you to go see Black Panther. So
yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that
do
I would
that first.
Do Black Panther first.
Yeah, and then catch up with the rest of us on How I Met Your Mother.
Black Panther, Everything else.
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother. More Things. Godfather.
But I know you would love the William Zabka stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You would absolutely love his stuff.
Well, he did. They both did a cameo. I think he actually directed it. For there was a group that did a music or a song called "Sweep the Leg," and they hold on. I have to look up who actually did.
Jason Segel.
Oh, that's good.
My God, I hate when that stuff just hangs in your head and you can't get it
just
out until you say
languishes
it.
There. No More Kings did it in 2007. Actually, I'll post it. It's a great video.
Cool.
But they both reprised their roles. Kind of like, they're playing versions of themselves, doing this kind of reacting like, William Zabka's fallen on hard times and he's like stuck in his trailer watching the movie over and over with all the rest of the Cobra Kai kids.
Yeah.
Like, put him in a body bag guy is there and shit like that. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking great. And then Ralph Macchio sweeps in at the end. He like just all Hollywood and driving a drop top convertible.
Send that to me. I know you're gonna post it, but send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you as well.
Send it to me.
Oh, it's good. It's very, very good. But yeah, like they're clearly okay with doing it, which I think is great.
Well, I heard about this a while back, which is
Really?
why I was shocked that you didn't know that it was a real thing.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, and I can understand because they released the trailer around the time that they released the
Dundee thing.
The Dundee thing, right? Which now they're talking about possibly doing.
I'm not surprised
because the feedback was so positive. Again, I think it was positive because it wasn't a movie. There was like a sigh of relief, like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
But oh my God, that's hilarious. But I had heard this was a real thing. What gave me pause on this though is that they both sounded like it was going to be more of like a comedy, more satirical than real.
What do you mean?
Like it's not like a pickup of, because you could call the Karate Kid movies like a teen drama action-ish thing.
Yes.
So this isn't that. This is more what I heard, what I read when they first announced it from both of them, is that it was going to be more of a tongue-in-cheek, satirical kind of project.
Really?
Yes. So I thought, well, that's not really the spirit of Karate Kid, but all right, well, you guys are both in. Let's just check it out before we pass any judgment.
Well, because the trailer's not cut like that at all.
It's not. That was when I saw the trailer. I was like, where's this satire, dude?
Yeah, this does not seem satirical.
Your tongues are not in your cheek.
Yeah, no. Like I'm like fucking. I'm Team Daniel, son.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, that's what the trailer made me feel.
Sure,
like it was like, ooh, you will choose a side.
And what's interesting, like let's remember, like at the end of Karate Kid 1 and at the beginning of Karate Kid 2, like they made up.
Yeah.
They kissed and made up, and like even Johnny was like, here's your trophy. Like, you did this, man. Great job.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like Mr. Miyagi had to come in at the beginning of Karate Kid Part 2 and save Johnny from
bail him out
from what's his face?
That actor's
That
name
dude,
I'll never remember.
who wanted to kill him.
Right.
And then Mr. Miyagi was like, no, you don't do that.
You don't beat up your students.
Instead, you punch through windows when you try to punch me because I'm too fast for you. And then let me squeeze your nose. Honk.
Honk.
There you go. There's my review of the Karate Kid Part 2. You don't need to see it in case you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I would definitely say the American side of that is a better part than the... were they in Okinawa for that, I believe?
Karate Kid Part 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, than the Okinawan part.
Oh, I like Karate Kid Part 2.
I liked it too.
More than Karate Kid Part 3.
Well, yeah. That was...
I mean, Teen Witch
good.
was in it, but still, I wasn't really a big fan.
Yeah, none of that was good.
No.
I actually like Karate Kid Part 4.
The next Karate Kid?
Yeah.
With Hilary Swank?
Yes.
Yeah. The only movie she was in that she didn't play a woman playing a man and getting an Oscar.
Yes.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Yes, absolutely yes.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of commercials, and I just want to touch on this really quick because there have been commercials that have broken through into mainstream culture, and they've usually catastrophically failed.
Like the caveman.
Yes, the caveman one is the one, and
sitcom.
it's because you would think that would be the one that actually succeeded.
Sure.
Like those were great commercials.
Did they ever try to do a series with the Budweiser frogs?
I'm sure they would have. I'm
I don't know,
sure
something about that just
they
sticks out.
absolutely had tried at some point. Anyways, so they're making an Uncle Drew movie. Now, if you don't know Uncle Drew is basically, or the concept is, and they've done this many, many times over many different sports. You look great, by the way.
Oh, no, I was actually rubbing my head because I hit my head earlier and now there's a bump there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They took like Ronaldo and put him in old man makeup and, set him in a pickup soccer game.
Who's Ronaldo?
Ronaldo's a very famous, very good soccer player. Mm-hmm. He just goes by Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm. Like Madonna.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Or Pink.
Yeah, and they've done it over different types of sports. They just put like young athletes in old man makeup and let them school people.
Right.
So that's been the trope. Pepsi's usually the driving force behind this.
Right.
So they're making that into a movie. They're making it into a goddamn pickup, if you watch the trailer, it's basically like there's a pickup championship. So this guy goes and recruits old pickup players who are just, young to reasonably young b-ball players in old man makeup. And hijinks ensue. Yeah. I don't think this is going to be great. I'm not a fan. I like the idea in concept, but I don't think it's going to be executed.
It's not going to translate
the
well
way
to
you want it to
film.
be executed.
No, there's not. I mean, listen, there are some things that are meant to only hold your attention for 30 seconds.
Yes.
And those things usually aren't meant to
And
hold your
they're
attention
great.
for 90 minutes.
Yeah, they're great. But like a feature length?
No.
No.
And I don't need to hear their backstory or anything.
No,
anything.
it's just no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, now that you're on your no horse, let's talk about what's really got you fired up. What grinds your gears, Dave? So, there is a reboot of Reboot.
No, dude.
Reboot is a animated series from the late 90s, early
Late
2000s?
90s, yeah, early aughts, late 90s.
Something like that. And it was one of the first all CG animated cartoons.
Yep. CG animated series.
It didn't predate Toy Story, did it? Toy Story was 94.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, but it was the first all CG animated
series.
Yeah,
they put out like a half hour every week.
Yeah, and it was kind of dark-ish. Dark-ish. It was a Saturday morning cartoon, I believe.
Yep.
And it was steeped in pop culture.
Yes,
Steeped in pop culture.
Drowning in pop culture.
And what was the premise of that show?
The idea was it took place inside a computer.
Wasn't it? They didn't call it the Matrix, didn't they?
No. The mainframe.
The mainframe.
Yes, they called it the mainframe. So, and basically, whenever the idea was that whenever you played a video game as a user, this giant cube would descend down onto the mainframe, and then the Guardian would have to go, and he was essentially your AI opponent for that game.
And that was Reboot, wasn't it? Or was it
Reboot.
Bob? There are three main characters, three good guys characters.
Yes, you had Bob, the girl,
which we don't remember, and then Reboot.
No,
or Bob and
the kid,
Matt,
and did you just Matt and Dave?
I was say Datamax.
And Datamax. No. Wait, so you had the old man archetype, who is a very like Pat Morita type of guy. He was like the trainer. Oh yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah.
I just remember Bob and the chick and the little kid.
And the kid,
with the backwards hat.
Matrix or something. No. Dot was the girl.
Okay.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter. But no, nobody was called like Reboot was the thing that he said whenever he got into a game and he would hit his little he had a little side wrist companion thing. It was Reboot, boom, and he would become the game. And it was always just like a pop culture trope or a game trope that these games that would descend.
Right.
And then and so the mainframe was a city, and when the games descended on the city, that city had to participate in the game.
Right. Now,
so everybody got rebooted into whatever the hell the game was. If it was a Western game, everybody was put into Western gear and the town became Western and shit like that.
It was a very cool concept.
Very, very, very cool concept.
There was a villain.
Yes,
too.
Megabyte was the villain, voiced by the late, great, amazing Tony J. R.I.P. You voice God.
What else would people know Tony J from?
God, that's tough. What else would they know him from? A lot of video games that nobody's gonna know. What else? I don't know. Hold on. I'd have to look it up. Is this one of those things you're like sandbagging me with?
Maybe.
I have a sneaking suspicion that it is.
Possibly. Perhaps.
Maybe.
I'm actually kind of disappointed that you don't know this.
Oh, dude. I don't even remember. Dude. Oh, he was Frollo.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go. From the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes, he was Frollo in the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Judge Claude Frollo.
Yes.
He was also the he was in Beauty and the Beast too.
Yeah.
He's like the only guy who's ever voiced two villains in Disney movies, two different villains.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he wasn't really a villain. He was the guy who was going to take what was he, like the head of
doctor?
He was like the head of the insane asylum.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
He's the only actor who's ever played two bad guys in two different Disney movies.
But yeah, he's mostly he's a voice guy.
He's a voice guy.
He is like he's the very, pinnacle voice guy. Yes.
Voice guy.
Yes, he was Frollo. I'm sorry. Sorry. God, I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was going through and every single video game he was ever in.
Right. You were in video game mode.
Yeah, he was he was the Elder God. He was the narrator in Bard's Tale. I'm like, yeah, none of these are popular.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty amazing show.
It was. It still holds up today.
It still holds up today. Yeah. So
content-wise, animation, you can kind of see the scenes on now.
Yeah. So,
but they had so Megabyte was the bad guy, and then he had a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern henchmen that are always just kind of stupid.
So you can see with all the references and the technological advancements of CG on television.
Yeah,
people were interested in it.
Yes,
it was a Saturday morning cartoon back when we had Saturday morning cartoons.
It really,
which was all the way up until probably 2003 or something like that.
Better than it needed to be.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely better than it needed to be.
So even though it still holds up, when you hear there's a reboot of Reboot,
yes,
you think, well, okay, it would be the same great story, just better animation.
Yep, yeah, they're going to up the animation.
Right.
There's so many more things they can draw from culturally.
Absolutely,
now.
Especially nowadays. So much more you can do, so many stories you can tell.
Maybe you'll switch the digital sex of the hero, and that's great.
That's fine.
Cares?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Bob becomes Barbara
make Dot in charge. Who gives a shit?
Make Dot the hero. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's
she's
cool.
great.
As long as you keep the same pop culture references and same idea. It's great. That's not what they're doing.
So they released the trailer. And I watched the trailer.
Oh, I sent you the trailer.
Yeah, you sent me the trailer.
I wish I could have been here when you watched that trailer to see how you reacted. How did you feel about that trailer, Dave?
Fuck that trailer. Fucking and its stupid ass.
Basically, what they've done is taken the show and made it VR Troopers, VR Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's essentially it's
live action.
Yep. Which I don't mind. Again, you can
do that. Sure.
Some of those concepts in there.
Maybe Bob, Dot, and the other guy become their avatars of their
right. That's their second life.
Maybe
things.
it's a VR thing. They got to slap on the VR. That's great too.
Yep.
VR is very popular today, right?
Yep. Sure. Or even AR.
Whatever.
Whatever.
You need to do.
Yeah. No, it's pretty much
they just basically get sucked into the video game. They become the Power Rangers.
Right. At the Alan Turing High School, which I like the name of the Alan Turing High School, by the way. That was a nice nod.
And that's
pretty much it. Yeah.
Megabyte is the villain.
Yeah. Obviously not Tony J because he's real dead.
And they go into the mainframe.
Yep.
And that's where
it's basically so they are.
It's Reboot meets teen drama meets Power Rangers.
Yes. So they exist in the cyberverse as these defenders of the technology type of thing, so they go through the web in a avatar based form, fighting the bad guys. And there's a hacker, who's wearing a hoodie because that's the trope of once you become a hacker, hackers wear hoodies. So he's got this hoodie on, and he's Megabyte. His avatar in this is Megabyte, and they have to fight him. I'm just No, it's not what I signed up for.
What's really gotten your goat on this, Dave?
It's all wrong. It's all wrong. All of it is completely and utterly wrong. It's wrong. That's not the basis of the show. You're really just taking the name of the show and you're capitalizing on it, and it's wrong, and I don't like it, and I anti it. Boo hiss. Boo hiss. Torches, pitchforks, placards, boo hiss. Hashtag boo hiss.
Hashtag hackers and hoodies.
Hashtags hackers don't wear hoodies. Not all hackers, man. Not all hackers.
Not all hackers wear hoodies. I feel like that should be a book.
Yeah, but I mean, that's really like they really just rebooted it in name only. They took some loose, like it takes place in cyberspace. That's it. As far as I can tell, that's it. It's like you took the concept of Jumanji and then took out all the fun.
That's exactly what I thought when I saw it. It was like they're just doing Jumanji like the television series, which would be okay if they nailed it, but they didn't.
Yeah, or if they called it Jumanji the television series,
Which would be cool.
Yes.
I'd watch Jumanji the television series.
I'd play the shit out of that.
I want actually like a real video game with Jumanji now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be great.
That would be
That'd
awesome.
Absolutely fun.
Awesome. Even make it 8-bit too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, dude, I was really disappointed, but I can't say I was surprised. And I think that was the part that really disappointed me the most, is that like my cynicism was justified.
Yeah.
Like I looked at it and I was like, well, this might be crap. Like the idea of rebooting Reboot, that's not going to be that good. It's not going to be as good as the original. And then it's not going to be as good as the original. Yeah. But you know what? I'm not the target market.
No, you're not.
And I know that. I know that.
I don't think... And see, but this is part of my problem. Because you're not targeting the people who loved it originally,
Yes.
you don't need to call it that. You don't need to call it Reboot.
That's true.
You could have called it something completely different. You could have had Megabyte, you could have had the mainframe, but called them other things.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like you could have done a whole lot with
You could have
this.
called it completely different things and made it a completely new thing, and it would be the same shit.
Yeah.
But they don't give a fuck about guys like you.
They don't. Don't.
They're not
And
trying
you know
to get you. They're not trying to sell you the action figures.
They shouldn't.
But let me ask you a question.
They shouldn't give a fuck about
Let me
me.
ask you a question.
Go.
Say they released a reboot,
Yes.
like what we're talking about.
Yes. Like
They mixed up Dot's the lead.
Right.
Everything's the same.
Yeah.
Better graphics.
Yeah.
And then they released like really high-end action figures.
Yeah. Would I buy one?
And you could have like Bob and Dot and the other chick like on your computer. Would you be interested in that?
Yes.
Would you look at it and go, oh, that's cool?
You know what?
Would you share that to the Matt and Dave page?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
See, these are things that I think about too. Like, yes, that is exactly. And you know what? You need to make something. Do like Pixar. Do Pixar, man. Yeah, they had Reboot action figures.
I know. I'm like looking on to see if there's on like eBay or anything like that. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, these are awesome. Mm-hmm. These are so cool.
See, you can make those action figures.
Yes.
Max, is that his name? Maybe.
Yes, Max. So
Betamax.
So,
That's what it was.
Yeah, and
wow, look at me go.
Yeah, it was good. So there was a thing where he got stuck in a game when a game left. Mm-hmm. The kid did.
Yep.
And then he came back and game time was different than real time, and so he comes back this like badass, like one-eyed Mad Max looking.
He's got like the
beard now and shit. Like, and he's like dating this video game girl that he brought back with her and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was so awesome. It was so cool. It was so cool.
Yep. So you know what? Here's the thing. If I'm those people, I'm going, you know what? I could have Reboot the Reboot and have this entity and make these action figures.
Oh yeah.
And also
anime version of
and
this.
also I could have this show too.
Yeah.
Now I've got two shows.
Yeah. Agreed. This is
Oh,
great.
you're looking at the real life.
Well, no, because they have him as anime.
You know who that last one was, right?
Yeah, no, that's Buzz and Woody.
Woody.
Yeah. No, but they have him as anime characters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is just fucking cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So cool. That would have been, I would have been happy with an anime.
Yeah.
An anime reboot would have been cool too. Yeah. I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's the truth. I'm just old.
Why?
I'm just old.
Here's the thing. You know how much time we got? How much time we got left?
We got as much time as we need.
How much time we got left?
Finish your thought.
I really don't want to get into this because it's a good topic.
You got about 10 minutes.
Okay, I don't want to get into it now. Well, okay, I'm going to throw it out now. We'll discuss it more next week.
Okay.
One of the things I really want to know is we sit here week after week.
We do.
And we talk about these great ideas.
Yeah.
No, we do. We talk about great ideas.
All right.
And we're fanboys-ish.
We are.
But we're sensible.
I think so. We're pragmatic in our fanboyism.
Very much.
Yes.
So we could sit here and go, well, here's the reason why. Because we understand that the studios need to make money.
Yes.
We understand they need to make billions and millions of dollars. They need to keep...
Nobody that machine going.
Nobody understands how important it is to keep creating content.
Yes.
More than us.
Yes.
Fresh content.
Yes.
Content that will, get views and get people to buy the action figures and buy the merchandise, because 9 times out of 10 that's where you make all your money.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
We get that. And we come up with all these great ideas. Why is it that not more great ideas are coming out of the studios? There's got to be more people like us in positions to be at studios and make these calls and go, listen, we don't have to make a reboot. I like that. We don't have to make a reboot this way. We can make a reboot this way that serves the original fanboys.
Yes.
And gets new fans and new kids to like it. We can sell twice as many action figures because we know that it's going to be the super duper geeky fanboys that will buy all the action figures and never open them and display them and purchase alternate versions where Max's hat is maroon instead of bright red at Comic-Con for $30 a pop, and we can still make this program that's just for like the elementary school kids, and they'll buy all the pajamas and they'll buy the bedspreads and they'll buy the action figures and all the storybooks and everything. So why isn't this happening? Why are we getting this reboot series?
Because it's safe.
Is it safe?
This is safe.
I don't think but just like we're saying, Dave.
This screams like we looked at the demographics. We did some testing groups. We did some product testing groups, and this works. Like, you've got multiple genders and races represented. It's team. The kids love the team stuff nowadays.
No, I'm with that. I agree with you. But you don't have to call it Reboot. It doesn't have to be Reboot.
We got the name to the Reboot thing. It's just collecting dust otherwise.
But then all you're doing is pissing off the original fan base.
You're not. But here's the thing, though. You piss me off. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, but how many other people? If you're pissed off, there are so many more other people out there that are going to be twice as pissed off as you are. And you're pretty pissed off right now. And for you to be pissed off like this, that's a big thing.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a big thing.
I don't know.
For you to get up here and say, I've got a lot of strong feels on this.
I do.
And I need to rage against the machine right now.
I needed to rage against that.
But can we not agree?
We can agree on a lot of things.
And we can agree on this. You didn't need to call this Reboot.
You did not need to call this Reboot.
Because nobody that you're targeting, the demo that you were talking about, when you do your focus groups and you say, this is popular, this is popular,
you didn't need to call this Reboot.
Those kids don't know what Reboot is.
They don't give a half shit.
They don't care
about Reboot.
You can call it VR Ranger Troopers Bot.
You could call it VR Ranger Troopers Bot. That is true.
And it would still be the same thing.
It would be the same thing.
And it wouldn't piss off. It would not kill or taint or damage your brand of Reboot. And then you still have Reboot, and then take the concept and make it more adult, or make it again. There are ways to make it both serviceable to the fanboys and brand new to the younger kids.
Yeah, no, it's true.
There is, and I'm sure that I'm making it very, very simplistic. I'm sure that we would need to do some focus groups to find out, like, what about the original Reboot would kids like, and what could we make it? How could we change it to make it more relatable to kids today, but still keep the same premise and service the fanboys?
Yeah, no, I agree.
But still, like, you just draw fucking characters and make them do stuff on, make them do stuff in the video games and have them shoot people. That's what kids like in video games today, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get in frame. Sorry. Out of frame. Don't be out of frame.
I can't talk to you like this.
I know. I'll get out. I'm leaving.
I gotta talk to you like this.
Hello.
And for me to do that, I gotta be all the way out here.
Hey. I'm leaving the frame.
Oh, you just want me to cover up the picture of you in the background?
Oh, I would never want to do that. Look at that.
Yeah. Anyway,
look at that magic.
What, are you trying to shave?
Boop, look at that little dude.
You're trying to shave at age 5?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. And then I stopped shaving at age 30.
Anyway, all right. Well, that's I mean, I guess that's really all I want to talk about. But there is something there. There's something there, and I keep wanting like what was the movie with the Last Starfighter?
Oh yeah,
Where they're playing the video game.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we need you to actually go up in space and kill these guys.
Right.
I really hope that one day somebody's listening to our show and they go, you know what? These guys know what they're talking about. Let's give them a shot.
You direct the remake of the last.
I don't want to
Starfighter.
direct the remake. I don't. I really don't.
Oh,
No.
Why?
I don't. Fuck no. That's too much stress and pressure.
You wouldn't want to do that?
No.
They drive a dump truck full of money and say, "Hey, man,
Nope.
we've heard your podcast. We've seen your clips
Right.
online. It's you.
No, man, I wanna
you're
be-
doing the remake to the Last Starfighter."
No, man. I want to be like the Kathleen Kennedy or the Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be like the guy.
Oh my
like,
God. Do you,
listen. I want
oh my
to hear your
God,
stories.
I'm casting that in my head now.
What?
The Last Starfighter remake.
No, don't do that. We can do that next time.
Okay.
We can do that next time. But that's all I really want. I want to be the person who says these are the stories we're making.
The guy behind the guy
Behind the guy. I really do. I think like we should be the guys that these are the stories that we're going to tell. This is the way that we're going to do it.
The think shit up guys.
Pitch me your ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you why that's not going to work and how we're going to do this.
All right.
This will make $1 million. This will make $1 million. But we can make twice as many $1 million with this one because that will actually be good.
But doesn't every pudgy fucking nerd feel that way?
Sure, absolutely. And you know
Yeah.
what? It doesn't have to be us.
Yeah.
It could be another like pudgy nerd who has some business sense.
Yeah. I
Who
mean, but
understands the business side of things.
Right.
Because we understand that there is a business to this.
Yeah, absolutely. You
And
got to make
there's-
some money.
You have to make money. We understand
Have
that
to make money.
It comes down to action figures and sponsorships and cross promotion and all of this stuff.
Yeah. No, I get
And
it.
bankability and putting like stars in tent poles. Synergy. Yeah, exactly.
Synergy.
We get it. We
What
get
movie
it.
was that? What was that fucking movie? It was a Malcolm McDowell quote from that. So it was like Topher Grace, Randy Quaid, or I'm sorry, Topher Grace,
In the company
Dennis
of men.
Quaid. Yeah, something like that. Synergy.
I think so. Yeah.
Synergy.
I can't
Hold on.
remember.
I'm gonna look that up for you.
Okay.
Close out the show.
I mean, that's really it. That's all that I had.
We're done.
All right, yeah, we're done for the day. If anybody at Warner Brothers is listening, we are available to run your studio or at least your DC division. We promise to turn out better content than you have now. At least, and see, what all we would do is we would just reproduce the animated versions in live action versions, and then we would make a gazillion dollars.
That's true. That's all we would do.
That's all that we would do. So there you go.
What was that name of that? Valentine's Day. Take me home. It wasn't. Take
No,
me
keep
home.
going down. Keep going down.
Keep going down.
Keep going.
In good company.
In good company. Not in the company, man. In good company. There you
Yep,
go.
that was what
There
it
you
was.
go.
In good company.
Anyway,
Scarlett Johansson was in there?
yes, she was. Warner Brothers, if you're listening, please give us a job.
Synergy.
Never mind the fact that we still have not
Synergy.
seen The Godfather.
Yes.
We've read a lot of comic books, we've seen a lot of comic movies, and we can do for your business what Disney has done for Marvel.
I'll just
and Star
consult
Wars.
with you. I don't want that gig.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fine. Fine.
You can bring me in I'll be your third party. 3P. I'll be
No.
your 3P consultant.
No, I don't want you to be
1099
You're not
me.
going to be the guy behind the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
Yeah, 1099 me.
You're either going to be like next to the guy or you're out completely.
I can
We're
just
not
sit-
consulting. No.
you can get the job. I'll just consult.
Listen, we can. You know what we can do? We'll be like Ron Howard and Brian Glazer.
Okay.
I'll be the Ron Howard. I'll be out there. People will like see me, know who I am.
Yeah.
But they'll know the brand.
Yes.
They'll know the Mads
Yes.
because I imagine that's what we'll call it.
Yeah.
Mads.
Mads.
So they'll know Mads and they'll know me. But they'll know your name, but they won't know your
I'm
they won't know
perfectly
your
fine
face.
with that.
And you'll do half the work.
I will do half the work, yeah.
You'll do about 45% of the work.
Nah, it's a 30%, but it'll be a good 30. It'll be a really strong 30.
Right, exactly. And you will
My 30% will be stronger than most people's 52s.
You will firm up my 70%.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
you will come in and go,
Put
yes,
some polishes
that's
on it,
good,
like,
that's
great.
bad.
No, most
and
of this
that's how
crap.
we run it.
Crap.
There you
good.
go.
Towel, VCR,
There you go.
towel. Most of these are towels.
Anybody listening has any contacts at Warner Brothers, send this to them. Tell them.
Why are you so specific about Warner Brothers?
Because I really want good DC movies. I really want a good Batman movie. I really want a Batman movie that is Batman and Robin, that's Bruce and Dick Grayson. And I think there's a story there that has not been captured, and there's a whole like trilogy of movies just from the Batman and Robin dynamic, and then you can go on to do another another trilogy where Batman and Tim as Robin, or Jason as Robin, whatever.
Right.
Like, there's so many good stories you could tell there, and they're just not telling them. They're just not.
But they had Batman fight Superman.
Oh my goodness! All right, we're done. We'll see you guys next time. Remember, like, share, subscribe.
Boom. Oh, also do an experiment. If you're listening at home right now, I want you to do an experiment. I want you to find Alexa and say, "Hey Alexa, play the Matt and Dave show," and see if it actually works. That's your homework tonight, listeners at home.
Will it do that? Because I have Alexa at my home.
Shh, I just want to see if they'll do it.
Okay. All right.
I think it may actually work. Okay. All right. We're gonna go now.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.